So anyway, you can use. Amen. Either matches or you can use a bulb. Come up this way. I don't want to, because we're broadcasting, I don't want to like yell at the camera. So here's. So, that's great. So come on up and have matches or you have the light.
Okay.
So the first thing you do is light.
Okay.
The second thing you do is read, and you can take turns reading. Read both of these paragraphs.
Okay.
That microphone is right there.
Perfect.
And then after you finish reading, then the congregation will say the blessing.
Great.
That's how they do it.
Am I doing the routine?
So kiddush.
Okay.
We have kiddush.
Perfect.
So you want to lead the kiddush? You can. So you'll lead, it's a long kiddush, but you'll lead it with the cantor. And so, you know, he'll lead you in if there's places that you are.
I haven't learned it.
Just don't worry about it. Just fake it till you make it.
Exactly. Life motto.
Sounds great.
There you go. See, it's good.
Sounds great. That is good, guys.
So I'm going to give this to you.
Okay.
Great.
When you after you use it, just leave it there on the table.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Sounds great.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Oh, so the candles are somewhat near the beginning of the service.
Okay.
The wine kiddush will be after we invite people to sort of, after we say prayer, and after we invite people to come and share some good things that are happening in their lives. That happens later. And thank you for your hospitality tonight. You guys are sponsoring our own Shabbat, so thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Exciting time.
Let's go find a seat.
Almost time, almost ready to go. Watch your step on this wire. I'm gonna fix that. Anybody trip over it?
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It gets so quiet here at the beginning of services. It's a little atypical, but so glad to see you on this beautiful day, on this beautiful night. Welcome to our visitors and our newcomers and our members and our friends. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for coming out tonight. We just are going to sing tonight, so I hope that you brought your singing voices with you, or at least your listening ears. So you can use either things or both. So we're just going to begin with a wonderful way to warm up.
Melody with no words at all, just to gather us here in this space together. Ya ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da da.
So with all of the holidays past us now, we are back to the beginning of our new year. Well, I guess we were actually there a few weeks ago. But we're back to the beginning of the reading of Torah. We're back to the beginning of regathering our congregation here present in our community and those who are joining us online, which we are so grateful for your presence, all of you. On this night, just want to remind people if you have a prayer book, please get ready to use a prayer book. And we also have the programs where we have our psalms for tonight, our prayers, the liturgy, words of songs. All of these are important tools to help us worship with one another here tonight. And it is beautiful to have each and every one of you here. I want to invite you to turn to page 4 in the supplement for Hinei Matov, because it is so great to have each one of us here tonight. Page 4 at the top.
Hinei Matov.
Mana'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov. Mana'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov. Mana'im shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei matov. How sweet it is to be together on this day. Name Atov, Mana'im, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Name Atov, Mana'im, Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. Shevet Achim, Gam Yachad. It is my pleasure and privilege to invite Sam Spector and his family, who is here with us tonight, to come and offer a meditation before we light Shabbat candles and begin our service in the main. Next Saturday morning, a week from tomorrow, Sam will come to the Bima as a bar mitzvah. And so we are so glad to welcome him and his family tonight to help us inaugurate Shabbat here in our community.
You doing good? You guys want to do that one?
Ready?
Who can look directly into the light? We can behold only a small portion, a fragment of the light. And when that one light is fragmented, the colors of the rainbow result. So let us give thanks for all of the colors that are ours. All of them are part of the one light we are all bathed in, the one light that is our foundation of our life.
Blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame. Blessed is the flame that burns in the secret fastness of the heart. Blessed are the hearts with strength to stop their beating for honor's sake. Blessed is the match consumed in kindling flame.
On page 4 of the supplement.
Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu v'hadikner v'tzivanu v'tzivanu v'hadikner shel Shabbat shel Shabbat. Blessed are you who commands us to kindle the light of Shabbat, of Shabbat. Kabbalat Shabbat is our way of welcoming Shabbat to our community. It's our way of warming up our voices and our spirits on this beautiful Shabbat night. And the light from our Shabbat candles reminds us that the light inside of us is also sown for righteousness. And on page 132 of the prayer book, we continue with Or Zarua, down at the bottom of the page. Page 132. I think it's on that page. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrei Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrei Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrei Simcha. Uyishrei Simcha. Or Zarua, Latzadik, Uyishrei Simcha. Uyishrei Simcha. Lai, 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 lai. 8, Lecha Dodi. Again, welcoming that spirit to our midst. Lecha Dodi, verses 1, 2, and 5, and 9 tonight. And at the last one, we'll rise.
Shalom, Ateret Ba'ala, Yam V'Simcha, U'V'Tzola, Och Emunei, Am Segula, Oichala, Oichala.
There are some in this sanctuary tonight who may remember the 1992 Olympics. In 1992, there was a particular runner whose name was Derek Redmond. He was from Great Britain, and he ran his race. And during one of his final races, he actually tore some of the muscles and ligaments in his leg, and he crumples there on the track. And his father, Jim Redmond, who was in the stands, didn't know what to do. His son is lying there in pain, and Jim Redmond comes down and is with his son. And he said to his son, "You don't have to finish this race. It's okay. The fact that you made it to the Olympics is really enough." And his son said, "I really do want to finish." And his father then said, "Well, if you want to finish, I'm going to help you finish." And so the father picks up the son, and together they sort of trudge all the way around to the track, and they make it to the finish line. Now, at this time, when we begin a new year, when we begin again reading the Sefer Torah, I thought it might be good to remember that story because there are some lessons that we learn from that story. First of all, and these are lessons of life, really, that we really should be learning, all of us, all the time. First of all, we learn that winning isn't everything. We also learn that when fate knocks you down, you have to try to pick yourself up and get back in the race. That there is value in the journey as well as making it to the destination. And when in need, be sure that you ask for help, and when others need help, be there to help them. These are all important rules of the road for each of us to learn and to practice in all of our lives. We now continue into the main worship service with Baruch Hu, and I'd like to invite you to turn to page 5 of the supplement. And although we rise for Baruch Hu, we're actually going to offer some preludes, some music, and we're going to ask you to rise when the Spirit moves you. So you might know when that is.
I am, because it's hard for me to play and try to stand in the middle. So, friends, we've spent some time over the past few months learning this beautiful expansion of calling one another to pray, calling one another to bless. And so if you're familiar, you can join in whenever you want. If you're not, you'll pick up on certain parts, and we'll call one another in this moment now and every now to come. Come, all of you. Come, all of us. Bless is come. Come, all of you. Come, all of us. Bless
Continue on page 5 as we praise God for mixing in the darkness with the light and giving us day and night.
Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light, night becomes day, day turns to night. Obey,
We continue on page 154, at the top.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
On page 158, we continue with Michamocha from the Torah. These verses from Exodus and other words here remind us that we have the power to give freedom to other people. We have to learn how to use that power wisely and how to use it liberally with a small L as we bring people to their own levels of freedom, justice, and peace.
Just repeat after one another on this one.
On page 6 of the supplement, we continue with this prayer that is said only in the evening as we seek protection and strengthening as we face tomorrow. Think for a moment back on all the experiences that you've had, say in the last week, or maybe in the last 24 hours. Think of some of the wonderful things that happened to you in the week gone by. Think about some of the difficulties that you have had in the last week or the last 24 hours. We come here together to worship. We come here to be with one another in community because that helps us renew our souls. It helps renew a connection we have with the divine, perhaps, or it also helps us renew our connection with ourselves, where deep down inside, we have to continually renew ourselves, get to know ourselves, appreciate ourselves, and pledge to do much better in the week to come. Because even if we had an excellent week, we can always make things even better for ourselves, because then things get better for the world. So we wish that these moments of prayer are offered for the sake of this internal connection and the external joy and peace that we can begin to spread or continue to spread in our world. Our tefillah begins on page 164 in the prayer book. And again, when you feel the Spirit moving you, that's probably the time to rise for the openings of a tefillah. Page 166.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora El Elyon, Gomel Chasarim Tovim, Vekone HaKol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot Ve'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Le'ma'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Hozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. We continue on page 172, and we invite you to be seated, or you can continue standing, whatever is comfortable for you. Page 172 in the second system of Hebrew down below. This prayer that is the sanctification of the day, where we ask God to be pleased with our rest. Hope that we can be pleased with our rest as well. I'll start us off, but then we'll all join together. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu retzei v'menuchateinu Adesheinu ve'mitzvotecha ve'teinu Shabbat Kodshecha V'yanuchu v'Yisrael Mikadeshei Shemecha Baruch Atah Adonai Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. On page 176, we continue with Modim. This is one of the prayers of thanksgiving of the Tefillah, and we are indeed grateful for the opportunity to use our souls and our voices and our ears and our bodies and whatever those parts are that can feel the prayers and understand the prayers and enter into the prayers. And we thank God for the privilege too of worshiping in this community together on page 176. Modim. Modim anavnu Shatahu Adonai Eloheinu אבותינו ואימותינו לעולם האל. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. אומרים אנחנו לך, שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהים. ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. צור חיינו מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. אתה הוא לדור ודור. אתה הוא לדור ודור. Page 178, a prayer for peace. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Nasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Nasim Leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, נשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, נשים לעולם. נשים לעולם. נשים לעולם. We now pause for a few moments of personal, quiet prayer, and we'll meet you on page 180 in a few moments with Yehiyu L'Ratzon.
my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock, my redeemer, my rock, my redeemer. Adonai Tzuri, Tego Ali, Tego Ali. Oh, say Shalom. Shalom, Aleinu, Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel. Oseh Shalom, V'imromav, Yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imru Amen. Amen.
On page 7 of the supplement is a healing prayer. We offer this prayer at this time thinking about those people who are ill, whether they are part of our community or they're not, whether they are nearby or they are far away, or whatever the status of their course of illness, God willing, and their recovery. We also know that there are situations where there's terminal illness, and we pray for a wholeness for those families as well, when they will suffer a loss and then they will come back and give strength to one another as they grieve. So we have about 80 names on our healing list here at Temple Bethel. And before we offer this healing prayer, again on page 7 of the supplement, perhaps there are people whom you are thinking about, whose names you'd like to offer in our community, so that we can let them know that we are praying on their behalf. So let's begin here and just sort of go around the congregation. If you'd like to offer the name of someone whom you're thinking of.
Our wounded warriors and those who suffer from mental illness and substance abuse.
Jackie Blessing and Jackie Hazer and Lance Lilly and Hannah Kessler.
Dr. Paula Gilbert Jomi, Zeke Berman, Rabbi Courtney Berman.
Bill Williams.
Sandy Neslamarian Fry.
Miriam Beich, Ruth Greenbaum. Whether aloud or in our hearts, we name those facing illness and pain. We share our prayers with the prayers of all who love them.
May the prayers we say for the ones up above fly as birds on the wing to all those we think of. May God carry our healing blessings to those in need. May their burdens be eased, may their pain disappear. Make
them healthy and whole. Give them nothing to fear. Give them a healing of soul and body. Refuah shlema. Refuat hanefesh. Refuat haguf. Shlach lanu. Refuat shlema. Refuat hanefesh. Refuat haguf. Yishlach lanu. Refuat shlema. So in addition to all the difficulties we have in our lives, and goodness knows we have them, but we also have an opportunity to share now some simchas, some good times. So as what we do on the third Friday night of each month, we invite those of you who are courageous enough to come and offer something good that is happening in your life. We ask you to come up and share with us on mic, because that benefits the community of people online as well as people here who might need to hear through the amplification system why you're here and what good things are happening to you. And for your coming here, we have little mementos of your time here at Bethel. We have little bookmarker magnets that are helpful to you. If you have a book in your possession, we have Derech Eretz bracelets. Again, these are Temple Bethel signature color, right? That say Derech Eretz, which are manners and which are the right ways of behaving. And we still have some little blessing sticky notepads that with our logo on there. So if you'd like to come and join us up here, share with us something that is good happening to you, maybe in this month of October, or if you don't think you may be back, but maybe in some of the margins of October, maybe in September, the end of September. Pardon me? Or maybe next Shabbat, or whatever. So please come and join us. I know that there are people celebrating simchas this month. Okay.
So I had a birthday this
Happy
month.
birthday.
And it was the birthday that neither my father nor my sister reached, and the birthday that one of my brothers had cancer before. So this is a very big thing to get to this birthday and be healthy.
Wonderful. Thank you. Stay here with us for a second. Who else?
You could come closer. I mean, you really could come closer.
Would you like?
After being off work for a month because of an illness, I went back half-time 2 weeks ago.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Anybody? Sam, come on. I wonder why you're here.
I have my bar mitzvah next week.
Awesome. Stay here, and stay here with us for a little bit. Others? Come on down.
I got 2 promotions at work within 1 month.
Wow, awesome. Cool. Others? Come on, both. It's good. Hi.
We just moved here at the beginning of October.
Oh, well, I hope your move continues to be good.
I didn't hear that one.
They just moved here.
Yeah, I got a beautiful Lazy Susan from a very close friend.
A nice gift. Would you like one? All right. All right. This is great. Wow, we've never had so many simchas before. I love this.
I reached my next stage of conversion.
Yay. Face the congregation, stay here with us. All right. Anybody else? This is so wonderful. We're doing Kiddush now, right?
So friends, if
Yeah.
you'd like to stay up here with us as we do offer Kiddush, you're welcome to. If you'd prefer to return to your seats, that's okay too.
We also want to invite Sam's family to join us
Absolutely.
for Kiddush. And if the congregation would like to turn to page 123 in the prayer book for the Kiddush on this Erev Shabbat. Sam? Okay, here's that. And come in the center. You can even use a microphone if you'd like. And you're going to help start us off.
I'll help us out.
And the cantor will help us out. You got your wine, grape juice there, and we're ready to go. Face it. Okay, page 123, yeah. Yeah. Ready? All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon inchilanu Zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit Ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh Zecher letziat Mitzrayim Ki ba'anu acharta Ve'otanu hidashta Mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodeshecha be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat l'chaim. A little sweet? Grape juice tends to be that way. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Stay where you are, but great. You can finish it off if you like. It's up to you. No alcohol. So.
Grape juice.
You're welcome. And wishing you a good week ahead, an easy week ahead, and I'm sure we'll see you here during that week and next Shabbat morning. So an early congratulations to you. We now want to invite the community to turn to page 586, and we invite you to rise for Aleinu. It's at the top of the page on 586. Page 586 at the top of the page, and we invite you to rise. Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol, la'et gedula le'yotzer breshit, shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed aretz, u'moshav yikaro b'shamayim mima'al, u'shechinat uzo b'govei meromim, u'Eloheinu ein od, va'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Please be seated. Zecher Tzadik Livracha, may the memory of the righteous always be a blessing. We now remember those who have gone from this earth, those who died in the last 30 days, those whose Yartzeit occur at this time, those who still remain deep in our hearts and guide our lives with their spirit, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate for a few moments on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. These are the people whom we are remembering tonight. Connected to our community, we are observing Shloshim, a recent death in our community's family, to Alexandra Corbin, or Sandy Corbin, many call her, sister-in-law of Stu Monshine and Ruth Frawley. These are the Yartzeit that we are observing tonight. Also, if you are here observing a Yartzeit, or if you are remembering someone dear, we invite you to rise as the name of your loved one is recited, and then you'll be joined by the whole congregation as together we say Kaddish. But these are those whom we know about, whom we've taken into our hearts with our own. We're remembering Jay Blum, Robert Ehrlich, Maurice Epstein, Sharon Wagner-Eyman, Catherine Frank, Elsie Glass-Rubenstein, Louis Grossberg, Gary Gustafson, Samuel B. Halperin, Violet Hussman, Richard Coons, Charlotte Langson, Clara Lorman, Susan Mansfield, Menachem Mansour, Ben Minkoff, Leo Nessel, Rika DeLevy Netter, Dr. Myron Donald Olmanson, Julie Schutten-Pitot, Benny Ranich, Annalise H. Schwartz, Judy Seligman, Robert E. Cinderbrand, MD, Sandra Stein, Erwin Stone, Ray Weisenfeld, Isidore Wurtzel, Lucille Youngerman-Levy, Benjamin Zimmerman. There may be other members of this worship community who have loved ones whose names were not on the Kaddish list tonight, but we want to honor them as well. And if you are remembering someone dear, we invite you to share other names with us as well.
Rabbi Regina Jonas.
Julian Ehrlich.
Robin Putney.
Ray Weisenfeld. Both parents at the same time.
Other people we should be remembering tonight. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be blessings in our hearts and the hearts and minds of all those who knew and loved them. Testifying to the faith that binds the generations of our people together, we now invite you to turn to page 598, and as a community, we invite you to rise to offer the mourners Kaddish with one another, comforting one another in our loss and our grief, and remembering the goodness of the lives that we miss. Page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam ul'almei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yit'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal, Shmei d'kudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol bir'ata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehei shemema Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru. Amen. May God send peace to all who mourn and comfort those who are bereaved. And we say, Amen. Please be seated. In a few minutes, our service will conclude, and when it does, we have the honor of enjoying an Oneg Shabbat in the Weinstein Community Court that is tonight sponsored by the Spector family in honor of Sam's upcoming bar mitzvah. So we, as a congregation, thank you for your hospitality on this night. And always, and it's great to have you here. Thank you for being here, too. We want to thank the Spector family for that and thank them for participating in tonight's service. Thank you all for coming. I want to thank members of the Promised Band who are here tonight, Julie Nessel and Patty Putney and Pam Robbins, along with Cantor Namey. These people come here, different constellations of these people come here on the third Friday night of each month and have been doing so for quite a while. So we are so glad to have your participation. Thank you so very much, all of you.
Always looking for new friends to come join us.
So it helps if you play an instrument, but
it does. Yeah.
But you know, if you have good vocals, that's nice too. And if you have courage, I think, to come up here and be seen by everybody. So there's that as well. And if you want to have that, we can help you along to get there as well. A few announcements. First of all, the program tonight is full of different kinds of announcements. There are upcoming events in the community. There is a whole schedule for our Manfred East Forsensky Memorial Weekend, which is coming up the second weekend in November. We have a trivia night coming November 5th. We have a temple trip to Israel that we can tell you about. The cantor and I are leading next June. So we had a wonderful orientation session last night, and we hope to we are having another one on Sunday. So please come and ask us questions if you'd like to travel with us to Israel. A special feature of that trip not only is the state of Israel, but also the fact that we will have programs for both older people and younger people. So we'll tell you about that when you ask. So especially for younger people, like, between 9 and 14, something in there. So that's about the age range. You can go a little bit on either side of that. And what else? If you test positive for COVID-19 within 5 days after being here in person at Temple Beth El, we ask that you contact our executive director, Stephanie Kushner, at her email address or here at our temple by phone, because if we receive notification that someone here tonight has tested positive, we will notify anyone who wants to be notified. There's a contact tracing list that's on the table out there, so we ask you to, if you'd like to be part of that, please let us know. We do strongly encourage the wearing of masks in our building for worship, events, and meetings. This is a transitional period, so some of us feel more comfortable with, some of us feel more comfortable without, but I think one of the guidelines that we hope to establish is that we respect the choices that everybody makes, and that people who are more courageous or who would like not to wear a mask just respect the people who are wearing masks, and vice versa. So we hope that everybody will continue to get along in our community as we all are trying to move forward through. We also encourage, of course, vaccinations as appropriate and all the boosters that one is eligible for. So we do encourage that as well. I have an arrow, which means I've got many more things here, but I won't. I've told you all those things. Tomorrow morning, there's Torah study here in the temple at 9 o'clock, and also at 10:30 tomorrow morning, we will welcome to the Bima Aiden Young-Polsky, who will be coming to the Bima as a bar mitzvah. And I think that just about does it. Anything else that people need to announce or really want to announce?
I would just say,
Cantor.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Say it louder.
Early voting starts this week.
Early voting starts this week. If you had gotten an absentee ballot in the mail, please fill it out. If you're voting on Election Day, please go to the polls and vote. Stop by here sometime for Foodorama. You have to make a reservation for that. You have to order food by the 31st, if I'm not mistaken. So be sure to order something and stop by. We don't have our cafeteria open these days quite yet, maybe next year, but we have drive-by and pickup of lunch or dinner, if you like, or all of the goods you can find, and you can make orders on our website. So you'll see all the great foods, corned beef sandwiches, babka, challah, rye bread, potato salad, coleslaw, I'm
For our
told.
friends who are present here, we have, I believe, cards on the table out in the foyer that
awesome.
have information about Foodorama, if I'm not mistaken. So grab one on your way.
Is this the
It's good.
54th? It's the
Corned beef.
54th Foodorama that this community has done, something like that. I could be mistaken. It might be 56, but it's just a fun way to spend election day and join one another here. So thank you both for the food you buy, but also, more importantly, too, for the voting that everybody can do if you're eligible to vote.
And Rabbi, I would also
please.
only add that in addition to always looking for new friends who play instruments who would like to join this particular lovely cohort of people, we're also now entering the post-High Holy Days season with the choir, and we're also looking for new folks who may want to join us in the season ahead. So if you're interested, or if you know somebody in the congregation who is interested, who might be interested in trying choir, please send them my way.
Thank you. And we conclude with Olam Chesed Tipaneh on page 7. As this is a new year, we have to remind ourselves, too, of this task that is building this world through love, through the emotions of our hearts.
A way to also to end a Shabbat service on this Shabbat Bereshit, this Shabbat where we tell the story of creation. What kind of world are we trying to create as we go into this new year? Hopefully one of chesed, of love, of gracious love. Olam chesed ipaneh, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. Olam chesed ipaneh, yalalai, lai, lai, yalalai, lai. Olam chesed ipaneh,
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all. Thank you. It's really lovely. Really lovely. Really, thank you.
I thought in the past,
Good, there were,
I had
there
received
were
notice.
some that were
my
like,
parents
but
There was one on the list.
I played the
They're
chorus.
both on Leo Nessel, Ray Weiss.
Let me,
They were divorced, they died 7 years apart, but
Yeah.
coincidentally,
so I saw one name on the list.
yeah, Leo Nessel.